It's weird. My heart is beating a bit fast, and I do know why. I'm not used to this turning on the camera, but I know that I'm gonna get used to it, and I just hope that you guys will stay for that journey and see the growth and the progression in the coming months, and that you can grow with me and learn from what I'm currently learning and what I've already learned and the value that I can provide, and to just stick out this process with me, because as much as I'm doing this to provide value and give you guys something to catch inspiration from, as this just falls from my wall because it's poorly taped, but that's kind of relative. It says on it, you are unbreakable because you've chosen to submit to the one who cannot be broken. Bismillah, tear the blindfold off and let your actions echo louder than your fears. And that's mentally where I'm at right now, where for a long time I left the scene and was focused on progression and rebuilding myself. And alhamdulillah, by God's grace, I was able to make a lot of progress with that. But then there came a point where I felt the calling to return to social media, to return to creating content and just creating, really, because that's what brings me like a priceless level of fulfillment. It's something that's like more than dollars. And that's something that I really miss, to be able to provide the value and have meaning through inspiration and through helping others and through bringing you guys along for that journey of growth and progression. And for a long time I avoided it, because the last time that I was on social media, as I kind of stepped away in a place where mentally I was feeling very down. It was a very hard time in my life, for several reasons. At that point, I just had a lot of obstacles in my way, and a lot of them were obstacles that I set up on myself. It was really me getting in my own way, and in terms of faith, that was something that wasn't really there back then. And alhamdulillah, that's honestly what made the biggest difference now, coming back. And it's something I'm really grateful for. I don't know how to make what you would call a return video or a reintroduction after what's been 2-3-ish years now away. But I mean, this is a start. If you are new to the channel, to give you a bit of context, my name is Omar Tahir. I'm based in Toronto, Canada, or a suburban city nearby, so I'll just say Toronto because it sounds cooler. And a lot of you know me for my weight loss journey, which I shared online, where I went from being over 440 pounds, to then making it all the way down to 208 pounds on my lowest. And I documented that full journey. And you can search the transformation video on YouTube. A lot of stuff I removed, actually, just because it doesn't really align with who I am right now in terms of my values Islamically. And I'm just kind of looking for a fresh start and to really share this growth with you guys and help in whichever ways I can to show you that you can have a transformation like that, where I did lose weight and I transformed myself, but still ended up kind of lost on my path. But you can still go through something like that, where you take a win followed by some losses, and then you can still bounce back. Unbreakable. That's what that message is about. Never giving up, never quitting, staying persistent in pursuit of your passions, in pursuit of your purpose, and in pursuit of your aspirations. And that's really sums up what brings me back. It's to show you guys that growth, and to fill you in on what my current lifestyle is like, my current accomplishments, the things that I'm looking to accomplish in these coming months. And I'm excited to bring you guys along for that journey. Right now, I'm a bit nervous to even record and to publicly just like put myself out there again. But I know it's necessary, and maybe there's at least like one person out there who's similarly, maybe it's content related, a video they want to post, or maybe it's something completely different, going for their dream job, or just taking some sort of risk that they're afraid to take. Maybe this can kind of give you some reassurance that it's not as bad as you think, and you just have to kind of leap into it with faith, with grace. And yeah, because I'm gonna look back at this video. Maybe it's not ideal with some parts. I'm like, okay, you could have been more confident there. But at the end of the day, this is raw. This is authentic. This is where I am currently in my path, and it's a journey. And I'm excited to bring you guys along for that journey, to show that growth, and to really just level up together as a community, as a family. Um, yeah, this comeback is personal for me. It's something that I know I have within me, and that side of me that wants to aim for something greater than just your typical working a job, and like your typical like life tasks, like something that leaves an impact. Like I've always wanted to do that, especially growing up, but especially once I actually accomplished that transformation and saw how it changed people's lives for the better. Ever since I left, like subconsciously, and as time went by, it got stronger and stronger in my head that this is like where home is, and this is what I'm, I think I'm supposed to be doing. And with that being said, I'm going to do my part and show you guys the journey. Currently, I'm looking to get my health in order in terms of my physique. I weighed in yesterday. It was like with the camera, which maybe is a pound or two or three, but I weighed in at 325 pounds as of May 7th, 2025. And that's not ideal. It's not terrible. I was 440 at one point. Uh, so obviously still some ways down from the worst point physically, but definitely not where I can see myself being and where I would ideally like to be. So yeah, this is kind of just marking the first chapter of entering that journey, and I hope you guys can join along with me. Unbreakable family, if you guys are OGs from back then, welcome back. And if you're just tuning into the channel, subscribe if you'd like, because there's going to be a lot more coming, and this time around feels a lot different. I've always had this ability, alhamdulillah, to visualize and just really bring things into fruition just through my thoughts. And while I was off social media, there were so many times where I was like kind of not fully committing, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna attempt to lose weight here. I'm gonna give it a go, but I never fully committed. But just being on camera right now, it adds a layer of accountability, but also even the way that I'm talking about it, the way the words are coming out of my mouth, and the feelings that I feel, like I can just tell, I can visualize success already in the process of happening. And I really want you guys to be able to feel that same feeling, to be able to turn your goals, turn your dreams into reality, whether it's losing 50 pounds, gaining 50 pounds, making more money in your career, doing your dream career, whatever it is. I hope that through this content, through this journey, and through the growth that not only you'll witness for myself, but that you'll go through as well, joining in on this journey, that you can kind of tap into that part of you, realize your higher potential, realize you are unbreakable, and realize you're never too far gone. Because I was thinking about it yesterday, like when I stepped away back in, I think it was around 2022 to 2023, it all felt like a blur, so it's hard to even capture the exact timeline. But when I stepped away, I was in a really, really, really low spot in my life. And that's like a whole another story on its own that I can kind of get into in a future video, or maybe a couple of videos. But just to look back from then until now, and I'm so grateful. Alhamdulillah, I'm very grateful to God for the growth that I've been able to make, for the positive habits, because there's internal growth and external. I'm grateful for a lot of the internal growth I was able to make, which then led to the external growth and enhancing my life in other ways, and in my relationships and in my lifestyle, my habits. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I'm excited to be back. I hope you're excited to be back with me, and whether you're watching for the first time or you are someone who's been keeping along for crazy 20, I think 2019, 2020 was when I first hopped on and shared my journey. It's like over 5 years ago, almost 6 years. But yeah, whether you're new or coming back and seeing this after what was a long breakaway, I'm excited to get back on this journey, even though I look a bit nervous right now. A lot of you, I don't know if you could tell or not, but I can feel it. But it's okay, because that's like another thing I realize. It's like strength and confidence and courage. It's not about feeling perfect or feeling like you're just 100% ready to go all the time and then going, but it's about whether you're 100% or 50% or 30% or like negative 20% showing up and just giving it your best effort. And I think that's what separates like that group of people who achieves a high level of success from the other much bigger group of people who kind of settle and hesitate and doubt and just don't end up really taking action on their goals. And I'm I'm very glad that, at least for the most part, I never let myself be stopped by those like limiting doubts, and I'm getting better at it each and every day. It's something that we're all working on, that I'm sure you're working on. And with discipline, with consistent action, with trust in God, trust in the Creator, uh, it's very possible to make those changes and to evolve and to become a better version of yourself. And each and every day, if you just aim to get just a little tiny, even a little tiny bit better, I think that's a good place to start. That's where I started because it got really low for me at one point. And yeah, when I look back now to a few years, I never took too much time to reflect because I was always in the process, and I was always like waiting, like, okay, when am I gonna get back into what I actually am passionate about, which is this. And I was always in the process of just grinding and just making my way back up. But now that I've actually taken more time to reflect and really just soak it in, yeah, I'm super grateful for the growth, super grateful for what's yet to come, and super grateful for anyone who's watching right now and there to join along with me. Unstoppable, unshakable, unbreakable. This is the year. There's no better time to improve, to make that change, to take that risk, to fail, to win, and everything in between. But most importantly, to grow. You can go through it or you can grow through it. And I like to grow through it. So if you want to grow with me, help me grow my audience, hit the subscribe button, and let's get it. We're going to have a future video up for sure. A lot of future videos coming. And I'm excited for this new journey. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment Unbreakable. And I'll see you in the next video. Salam.